trying to make a recording really quickly. We're having lots of smartphone tampering. We told you that the stalkers stalked here and they harassed a bunch of dirty homosexual men and dirty stinking women, basically, that are also homosexual. So just want to let you know that too. We told you we have pictures, obituaries. They were pre-made, some obituaries, for the simple fact that are Israeli, they're Jewish and they're Palestinians. And when the pictures went up, we would be able to tell you they were murdered. They lived in Palestinian territory. So whenever they show the pictures again, we will show you who the Jews are listed with the obituaries along with other Palestinians. So that too, because we always got along. Now, everybody knows that there's online prescription. Something happened with that bus. People were trying to stay. And that bus, there were Jewish people, and they were trying to leave. The bus was Al Jazeera. People went to. Also, you know that when my beloved King Melchizedek, Shabby, and I were trying to meet up, and we had busted the bad Americans and the Whitehouse people for trying to kill me and my beloved King and our beloved Rothschild family, all our beloved royal family, all beloved people. I remember when you had me come and we told the bad Americans we knew that they were criminal, but you wanted me to tell them that. They shot a chemical borderline of Canada. So everybody knows it can go that way if you're good and trying to get someplace, because the bad Americans are the ones that hurt. Switch elected because they were the ones that sprayed with the chemical, and the ones that also shot my beloved contribute in his face. As I said, he recovered. Thank you. We thank our God Almighty Heaven above, but we thank God Heaven above. So just let that too. I hope this recording comes out really well. So we just let that too. So that interview is old. Which related to, and the boy or the young man that died, he was they were trying to go to Canada, and he died. And that was his girlfriend. I think she was from Canada, from Chinatown or whatever. So it's like that too. So it's not that we own lots of prescription companies. We own Teva, we own Novartis and those things. It's not the pharmaceutical company that makes the prescriptions high. It's the people that buy the prescriptions try to make a profit off of what they're selling to people for sickness. So just let them. Now, all right, because the report said it was the pharmaceutical company, but it's not the pharmaceutical companies that are making the high prices. The people that are trying to sell and make a profit off of somebody's sickness. So just what you look to. Doctors take an oath, and most pharmaceutical companies are owned by doctors, and they're not trying to give some Hippocratic oath to help the people who need help. So they get promoted too. There's something wrong with that, so we just let that too. Now, also quickly. So people know that they can go wherever they came from, and those people were trying to escape, and they were Jews, and it happened a long time ago. So just let you, and they were being put to death, killed by prescriptions. So just let that you. Climate control is the same as population control. It's just a different name. Remember population control? South Africa reported that too. It's just a different name. They kill people. That's it. And nobody can force you to sterilize yourself. So that too. So they were going around sterilizing people anyway, without people wanting it being done. Okay, so climate control is the same as Nazism. Okay, so now and also quickly, I want to tell you something else. Oh, okay, so everybody's it's really not funny, but the people are the same as hate everybody. Not all of them. Some. So you would be the same old people that cannot be, that are trying to get into place because the people that are really good. You see, our relatives, the ones that you see, they're gone. Assad, he's gone too. And they said when we saw that, we never got to see them except we never get to see them old. But they were old like that. We used to show how they're young. When we were little kids, they look like that. Okay, but we had films like that. There was a televised. They're gone, and so we're the prime minister. We're the prime minister and royal family of those two parts of our kingdom. Abaddon Sikariri said that when we saw that, we would be the prime minister as well as the king and queen. And the same, our relative in Pakistan, you wanted to see how people, if you look at some films, how they suffered. They're not doing anything bad like that. Since we went to bad people, America wanted to kill them. They were trying to get into the Persian part of our home, because that would be part of our Persian family. And they were trying to take things, and they said just for the beautiful jewelry and the silk and things that have, and that part of our kingdom, they would try to kill our people kill our population for there. So I just want to let you know that too. Some other things that we wrote, and I'm trying to make notes of. Oh, we have a picture of me and my beloved when we're little kids. We learned how to play squash. It's a royal game, started by the English, and then Egypt picked it up, and so we have films of us learning how to play squash because we're little kids, and we have to know how to play squash because it's our royal. Every royal has a royal game. It's our royal game. And we show you two of our relatives, our aunt and uncle, they were murdered by the bad Americans, people trying to take their identities, if only just for, and for the squash game alone. Because squash is from over here. They invented racquetball over there. But they killed them trying to take their identities and trying to take things. And we show you the dinner film. They died that right there. They blamed them for something they didn't do, and they were murdered. And please ask to be forgiven because somebody had told a lie, and their guests had helped to tell a lie because it said on them, and they were dying, and they wanted us to remember them. And so they were Egyptian. They were aunt and uncle Jewish. Like, and people, they're from a long time ago, but because they were murdered, our uncle, they showed you the things later. But so we can show you a picture of me and my beloved came up. It was really little playing squash. I asked for a special head covering because my husband covered my hair because I was already his wife. So he bought me scarves to cover my hair. So I'm in the video playing that, playing squash with other little kids learning how to play squash. And let's see what else is here. So we just looked at that too. Basically, those are the things. What are the things we'll have to write about? We'll write about. But that's what we wanted to say to you today. And so I hope the recording comes out well. If it doesn't, we'll try to write other information that we and make it more clear in writing and write others to you we want to speak to you about today. And so Hag Zameah, Lashon Tova, we're still carrying over from Marcheshvan and Yom Kippur and Sukkot. And so and we want to let you know too. And we'll talk to you as soon as we can. We don't lie. So you see that I'm in Egypt because the king and queen, the British taught us how to play with the Egyptians. So it's a royal game of choice. Also, all of our drivers, racing and things like that, motorcycle racing that we have those the athletes that we have that for our royal sports that we chose for our kingdom, and squash. Talk to you as soon as we can. Try to care for everyone. And Shabbat Tov again.